defensive end of the Big Ten, that this would be the arc that you would take 5 years later?
I can't say that I did see this coming, but I'm very excited for the opportunity to obviously play for this program and coming in at linebacker from, like you said, defensive back position in high school, and now I'm transitioning to a D line. It's been very challenging at times, but it's also been very rewarding. And I didn't see it coming, but I'm glad that I'm here and I'm glad that I'm playing on the D line for the Gophers.
You had a pretty devastating injury during your career here. How have you kind of seen yourself rebound from something like that?
Yeah, I mean, definitely one of the toughest things that I've been through playing here. A lot of days, a lot of nights that I was in rehab and treatment, but it was my teammates that got me through this. There's other guys that were hurt at the time, Derek LeCaptain, even Aidan, Gousby, other different guys that were going through different injuries as well, and we kind of just pushed each other through those times and really helped each other during the treatment and rehab process.
You mentioned playing a lot of different roles. How have you gone about approaching learning and mastering all the little technical components?
Yeah.
From the second level and down to the B line.
Yeah, definitely a lot of different roles, as you stated, but there's been a lot of teammates that have helped me at the linebacker position when I came in, like Mariano, Josh Awney, Braylon Oliver, different guys like that. And at D-line, we had Danny Strigo, Ja Joyner, and even Anthony Smith. So going into a new position each time, a lot of those teammates really help you with learning those techniques. And then even the coaches that bring in different perspectives, like Coach Dot, Coach CJ, and then even Winston, not that he's here anymore, but he brought in a lot of different techniques and perspectives that helped me learn those positions.
What have you learned from watching Anthony and John and Danny?
Yeah, three good guys. I mean, I'm best friends with Strig and good friends with Ja and Ant. Those guys are just really high work ethic guys, and they just really, it gets deep and they keep working. So I think the work ethic is probably the biggest thing that I've learned from them. Just coming in, day out, just doing what they do and watching how they've performed. And it's really translated on game day, so just learning from them, yeah.
What would you say is Anthony's kind of biggest impact on that defense?
Yeah, I would say Anthony's biggest impact is that he can play multiple positions. He's played a lot of defensive end, a lot of three techs, so just being diverse in those roles has allowed us to put other guys in different spots. So I would definitely say how diverse he is and where he can play. And he's a great player at both spots, and he can play pretty much anywhere on the D-line, so yeah.
What's it been like working with Danny and seeing the stamp that he's going to put on the defense?
With Coach Collins, yeah, he's obviously been in this program for a while now. He's been here the whole time that I've been in here, and he's been under Coach Fleck, since he's been in grad school. So he's definitely learned from a lot of different people, and I think he's taken a lot of different pieces from different defenses and just combined them into one. So I'm very excited for what he has in store because I know he's got a lot of good stuff coming our way.
What do you have for expectations for yourself for this fall?
I would say expectations, just wherever I can play at the defensive line position, whether that be end, rush, or any other spot, just come in and do what I need to do and just help the team win. Because at the end of the day, it's just, like I said, just being diverse and wherever you can play, just impacting the D-line.
Did playing in the second level help inform you a little bit more, like information gathering, how the system fits together as you come down, closer to the line of scrimmage?
Definitely. I think that playing and starting at linebacker definitely helped me know more about formations and different run schemes and pass schemes. So when you go to maybe the R position, it really helps you understand what kind of routes or what kind of run schemes are coming your way. So I think that technical aspect that linebacker has to know really helps knowing that on the D-line.
Anything else for Lucas? All right, thanks, Lucas.
Thank you for your time, guys. Thank you.
You think you learned throughout last season that's going to kind of take you now towards 2025?
The biggest thing I learned is, just being able to just be confident in myself. Just have that confidence, last year, I was, coming to, a big season, myself, first time playing, and, Tyler Newman's gone. So I know people were starting to the safety room, how it's gonna be and stuff. But last season, I was able to, show myself more to the people, and be able to, show them what I can do.
Kerry, you made some big stops on runs on third and fourth down. Instinct, positioning, what do you attribute it to?
Yes, I mean, I just be able to, play, do what I do best, just be able to, wherever position you put me in, I'm going to do it.
We've had a couple of your teammates describe you as a dog, one described you as a headhunter. How
I mean, all those descriptions are, correctly right, but for sure, dog, all around the field, I just make sure, I just do my job, and play at the best.
Kerry, you've played everywhere, strong, free, nickel. How has playing multiple roles in the defense enhanced your understanding of how the whole system fits together?
I mean, it's fun, it's fun to just do it, being able to just learn the defense, just knowing like where everybody's supposed to be at, and just be able to, just learn everything.
How do you and Coy compliment each other out on the field?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
How do you and Coy compliment each other on the field? Like, what are your strengths? Yeah.
I mean, me and Coy, Coy is amazing. So, me and him, both on the field, just it's great. So, me and him, we tell each other, whatever we gotta do, gotta make the play. So just us just talking to each other, making sure each other's just good.
What do you think clicked for Aidan Gousby kind of after that USC game? You went on a stretch where tackling was great for a month and a half. What do you think clicked for him kind of as you went on last season?
Him just being able to, work on his craft every single day, him being able to, get better at his tackling at practices, him getting better at his footwork, at his technique. So him being able to improve that helped us a lot,
What was your first impression of Coy last season when they joined the team?
I mean, it was amazing, especially the USC game. That game was crazy. Him making that, that saving catch. He is special. He is special for sure. He's gonna be like one of the best safeties for us for this season.
Kerry, which DBs did you grow up watching and admiring back in the day?
The DB that I grew up watching was Tyrann Mathieu. So, I really relate to him, him being, amazing tackler, amazing playmaker. So, me being able to, just watch him, just be able to, express my game to him.
Garrison Monroe's a guy that Coach Collins has talked about a lot here this offseason. Why do you think that he's been someone that's been brought up quite a bit?
Yeah, Garrison Rowe, he's been working his tail off like every single day. So him being able to, work day and night to, on the field, learning, in the meetings and all that. So him being able to, doing good and being able to, have an opportunity to play.
Kerry, you got to deliver lunch to the Naval's Police Department when you're back home. What inspired you to do that, and what was the reaction when you dropped it off?
I mean, it was amazing just being able to just give back to people, It's great to, do that, especially on the 4th of July, they being able to, help people out, what's going on. So it's amazing for me to be able to do that.
Last year's safety was kind of a question mark. Just kind of what to expect from you, Gousby, Coy, and now that you've all proved yourselves a little bit more, what are the expectations for you guys in the safety room?
The expectation is just us getting better every single day, being the best safety group in the room. All of us can really play. All of us, go out on the field, and just do our job. So we have a very high expectation for ourselves. So we continue to, work.
What does a successful season look like in your mind for Kerry Brown?
Me, just, for me, I'll probably say just trusting God, to be honest. However, the season goes, I'll, put it in God's hands.
Anything else for Kerry? All right, thanks, Kerry.
Thank you, guys.
All 3 seasons, you got thrown in with little to no game experience. What do you remember now?
Not being ready, thinking I was ready, but I really wasn't. And it's pretty much as simple as that. Like, I thought I was ready, but it was a lot, like you gotta carry, you gotta be strong enough, you gotta be fast enough, you gotta have the mental stability to each and every week prepare for the next team. And at that time, like, I honestly wasn't ready.
So how do you feel like you took that experience and kind of built on it last year?
I just learned from it. Like, last year was, I did a lot better with, like, preparing each week, but I had a couple, like, nagging little injuries and stuff like that. So I feel like this year I'm gonna be able to learn from 2023 as far as taking care of my mental, and then last year just taking care of my body, putting it all together.
How do you and Maverick compliment each other out there?
It's fun playing with Maverick. We just like we don't even have to talk, and we just kind of understand each other. Like, we can just look at each other and we know we gotta go. Yeah, it's real cool playing with him. It's real fun.
Did it take a little bit of getting used to it, not having Cody out there this spring?
Uh, I would say I wouldn't say it took a little bit of getting used to, because once we lost him after the 24 season, you kind of already knew what was up. Like I knew I had to step up. Maverick knew he had to step up. So that was our main goal. Spring ball was just step up as leaders and just take care of ourselves. Like I wanted to just make sure I took care of myself and led myself, so I was able to lead everybody else.
What's it like now having Mariano as your position coach?
It's cool. It's real cool. So we played together when I was real young, but just like our bond, like it's real cool. Like we're always laughing, we're always joking around, but like when it comes to the business part of it, like when we got to be ready, like we're going, and he's always on us. Like he's always motivating us. He knows how to motivate us because he knows us, and it's real cool. It's real fun.
You've been around him now 6 months, but how have you seen Jeff Roberson acclimate himself now to a Big Ten program?
Yeah, he's been good. He had a good spring ball. He acclimated real well, especially with us. Like he fit right in. Like we're kind of like the whole team is like a real tight knit group, and we're always laughing around, joking around and stuff, spending time with each other. But he fit right in. Like Jeff's our brother, so.
What are your expectations for yourself here heading into the linebacker competition here in a couple of weeks, but just for yourself in 2025?
Yeah, I got a lot of expectations for myself. I got to step up in every area. Like I said earlier, taking care of my body, my mind, being a leader, making sure I'm prepared, just leading this defense. I got a lot of, I wouldn't say shoes to fill, but I got a lot of progress that I've been making, and I got to continue to make so I can be ready for this season.
What do you think the biggest thing you learned about being a leader this season is?
I say you got to take care of yourself. Like you can't lead other people without leading yourself first, and that's the main thing. Every single day you got to wake up and take advantage of the opportunities that you're given. So all the time that you have, whatever you have, like 12 hours in a day, like take advantage of it. Wake up, eat right, sleep right, take care of your body, prepare for workouts. Like it's not just like showing up and just getting the day over with. Like you got to show up every single day and take advantage of the day. So that's been my main goal the past 6 months, and I've been on top of it. So.
What do you think is the most underrated quality a linebacker's got to have for long-term success?
Underrated quality. I'm gonna keep saying it, but you gotta lead yourself. Like you have to. Like you gotta be different. You gotta separate yourself a little bit. You can't be afraid to be vocal. You can't be afraid to, if everybody's kind of goofing off during the workout, you gotta be that one guy to be like, hey, like we gotta knock it off. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta take care of business right now. So you can't be afraid to speak up, and you just gotta have a lot of confidence. And you build that confidence through taking care of yourself and making sure you're prepared.
What have you seen from a young guy like Emmanuel Carmel here over the last 6 months?
Yeah, he had a real good spring ball. He's making a lot of improvements. Like he's always trying to learn, and obviously he has a long way to go. But like he's been on top of it. Like he's always texting me, asking me to get in the film room, and I love it. So he's gonna be real good.
Anything else for Devon? All right, thanks, Devon.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.
You, Coy, and Kerry, even to where it was a year ago when not a lot of you guys have played a ton of football. How far do you guys think that room has come in 12 months?
We've definitely developed a lot in the past 12 months. Just having that chip on our shoulder, just going off of one another's energy and just keeping everybody up in the room.
What clicked for you kind of starting in that USC game last year where you went on a run there where the tackling was as good as you've ever shown? What kind of clicked for you going into that stretch?
Honestly, just going out there and just being fearless and just having fun. It's just a game of football. Been playing it my whole life, just going out there and just having fun doing what I do.
It's one thing about playing safety in college that you didn't expect until you got here.
I would definitely say all the intricate details of it and all the calls you have to make and how detailed you have to be.
What makes Coy such a dynamic player?
He can just pretty much do it all. He's real good in zone coverage, real good at reading the quarterback's eyes and playing that free safety spot.
How would you describe Kerry as a player and also as a guy in the locker room?
Headhunter, and he is very ambitious.
How much fun is it to play in a defensive system that has safeties that complement each other, like you, Coy, and Kerry, that can do so many different
It's honestly, it's amazing. It's just like on the field, you don't even really have to think. You kind of just playing off of one another, and you kind of know if he's doing this, okay, I'm going to do this, and it kind of all just meshes together.
How has the leadership been on the defensive side this year?
It definitely has been a lot better than it was before. A lot of us are getting more vocal. We have a lot of people in the room who kind of lead by example, but we're also working on that aspect of leading with our voice as well.
What's the next step for you here in 2025?
Just staying consistent, just staying on top of my keys, and just playing with one another and my brothers.
One of the things that Coach Collins likes to talk about is versatility, whether it's within the defense, the safety room. So as they kind of continue to move you around from strong to potentially nickel to wherever it may be, how have you kind of adapted to that?
Just going off of the system, just learning the playbook, staying in the playbook, understanding what other positions have to do and how that can affect my role.
Which player do you think kind of brings the most leadership forward on the defense?
On the defense, I feel like we all have a very balanced way of bringing our leadership in our own individual way, but I would say definitely our linebackers are very vocal, which helps out a lot.
With your cornerbacks, your starters from last year, plus Jack Henderson having moved on, what do you safety, do you feel you guys got to kind of fill that void?
Not necessarily. I feel like the next man's ready to step up, and that next man is ready to step up, whoever it may be.
How have you seen Garrison Monroe kind of take the next step here over the last 12 months to now Coach Collins is talking about he's pushing for playing time?
It's real nice to see, man. Just a young guy coming up, making his way through the program and doing better, and he's been doing an amazing job.
You guys did a great job rolling and disguising coverage last year. What type of role does communication play in making sure everybody's like getting the precise on your
I would definitely say a lot of our hand signals and just making sure pre-snap alignment that you're kind of already there and seeing where everybody else is, and it kind of just guides you where to go.
Anything else for Aidan? All right, thanks, Aidan.
Thank you, guys.
Think about the 2025 defensive line coming up here. Got you and Anthony, where I think you both would say you've come a long way as people in your time here. So what kind of stands out the way you both have developed as people from when you signed here to where you are now going into 2025?
I think, all of us as a D-line, we do a really good job just leaning on each other and growing with each other. I've seen Ant come in here and grow so much, and, I'm a little bit older than him, but he's done the same for me. I can say the same thing for or Jalen Logan Redding. The way we work is we work every single day. Our goal is to get better every day, and we push each other, so.
Played a career high in snaps last fall. Now staff has brought in a couple of transfer defensive tackles to kind of lessen the workload for you and Mo and Rushan. How would you describe them as people from what you've seen and kind of players as well?
This program isn't for everybody, and we're talking about two guys that came in here with limited time, and they've done nothing but put their head down and work, and they're going to contribute a lot and help our team a lot this year. So I'm excited to head into fall camp and see those guys get rolling.
Devon, if you were on an opposing defense, what kind of challenges would Drake pose? Drake,
I think Drake so far has been a great leader. He's been doing really good as well. I don't know. I think he's going to do a great job this year. I have a lot of faith in him. I have a lot of faith in our team, and I have a lot of faith in our offense. So.
Devon, what do you think is the most underrated skill that every defensive tackle must have?
Most underrated skill? I would say just durability and, being able to put your head down when you don't want to do it and work through it. It's a physical position, and you got to be able to have that mentality when you're playing defensive line.
What makes Greg Johnson difficult to go against?
Greg Johnson is a guy that's never going to quit on a play. Me and him go at it a lot because we're highly competitive, and either of us like to lose. So I like going against Greg. He's always going to bring it every practice, whether we're feeling down or whatnot. But I'm excited for Greg this year.
What's the next step for you to unlock as a pass
I'd say my next step is just consistency, and then being able to be on the field longer, be able to be on the field from first, second, third, and fourth down. So just consistency and yeah.
When an opposing offensive lineman lines up against you, what is he facing? What are you gonna bring?
Everything I got. I want to be able to do it all. I want to be able to stop the run. I want to be able to rush on third down. Been working really hard this offseason, so yeah.
Devon, how have you navigated the change in defensive coordinators for like another year, just kind of mastering a new scheme a little bit?
Yeah, well, Fleck does a really good job bringing the guys we need into the system, guys who've been in the system and understand it. So for me, I was worried at first, but when you have guys that have already been in the system so long, and the standard here is to, when someone leaves, is to find someone better. And I think Fleck has done a really good job at that. He's made my transition very smoothly, and I have a lot of faith in our new coaches.
Anything else for Devon?